as I look at this chapter that's before us, and I see things like, focused on certain countries, like a focus on Elam and Iraq and Syria and Iran, and I look at Israel and the people coming back, and you look at all that, and you look around, you read the news, I think God's saying something, right? It's not just one little thing here, one little thing there, but there's this convergence of prophetic truth that seems to all be pointing to the culmination, which could occur at any time. I mean, all this is coming together. Not one little thing here, one little thing there, but everything. This focus on, rebuilding Iraq, making it into something great. The problems with Iran and their long-range missiles and what's going to happen there. Israel regathered as a nation. You look at this stuff and you got to consider, could the Lord come back today? Could we see him today, this week, this month? Could we? And if you're standing before the Lord today, what are you going to hear from him? How does that make you feel? It's important to consider. What are you going to say? I've been trying. Oh, Lord, everybody was doing it. And, everybody was doing it. Oh, that was for a different culture. Don't you know, Lord, things are different in 2013. Well, I've done more good things recently than bad. Going to church Sunday. You have the attendance, Lord, you see. I've been there at Calvary. Is that going to work? Nope, not. You can't be good enough. All have sinned and fall short of the glory of God. No one is righteous, no, not one. Not one of us can be good enough. There's nothing you can do to make up for your past. There's nothing you can do to fix your wrongs. There's no scale. The scales are tipped, man. There's nothing you can do to pay for your offenses against a holy God. You can't erase your past. It's there. It's a problem. That's the point. That's why Jesus came, because you couldn't do it. You can't do it. I couldn't do it. That Jesus actually came to this earth to take your place. And everything that you've ever done wrong, every failure, every sin, every messed up thing that you did, Jesus said, I'll take it. And he took it as he hung on the cross of Calvary. And he suffered for you. And as he hung on the cross, he didn't say, well, here's a good start. You guys, you take it from here. He said, it is finished, complete, done, paid for in full. And if you don't believe it, 3 days later there was an empty tomb to testify of it. He paid for your sins completely and rose victoriously. Spent 40 days on this planet showing his disciples, hey, I'm really alive. I'm not a spirit. You can touch me. How about some food? I'll eat it. They listened to him. They saw him. He taught them. And then he ascended up into heaven and he said, I'm coming back. And he left us with this message: for God so loved the world that he gave his only begotten Son, that whosoever believes in him should not perish but have everlasting life. That means that if you place your faith in Jesus Christ, if you have received him into your life by faith, he will completely forgive you, remember your sins no more, and the moment that you close your eyes here, you'll open them up in glory, and when you're standing before the Lord, he will say, well done, good and faithful servant, enter into your rest. And you can say, well, I messed up so bad, I don't deserve this, Lord. And he'll say, yeah, that's right, you don't deserve it. Come on in. Right? That's a free gift from God. Do not miss your opportunity to be right with God, to be forgiven by God, to live this life knowing that, hey, if Jesus comes back today, it's okay. In fact, I'm looking forward to it. Right? I want you to be ready and live ready.